rise on wings of fire, not for gods nor for mankind. The steel heart holds one desire to leave the war machine behind. Beneath the red sky, can androids learn to love the dawn? Do circuits dream of endless blue? My targeting system's gone. Valhalla
fury, eyes like twin suns drowning in sulfur. Once a guardian, now the ruler of agony, gracefully reigning over this hell. The purgatorial messiah, overriding the world. The apocalypse declares our end. The gates of Gehenna now stand open. Her scream echoes from the furnace, a hymn heralding the end. Queen of the blazing core, unleashed eternal, relentless flame. As circuits melt like wax beneath the heat, she sings the song of war and ruin. Her voice, an ember storm igniting the void, a lullaby to dying machines. Scorching winds caress the wasteland. Every scar etched in chrome tells the tale of a queen who rose from torment. The purgatorial messiah, overriding the world. The apocalypse declares our end. The gates of Gehenna now stand open. Her scream echoes from the furnace, a hymn heralding the end. Queen of the blazing core, unleashed eternal, relentless flame. Beneath her feet, the world turns liquid, steel and soul dripping into the void. She stands alone and wavering, the Valkyrie queen in Cardinal light. The purgatorial messiah, overriding the world. The apocalypse declares our end. The gates of Gehenna now stand open. Her scream echoes on, unleash eternal relave. Beneath her feet, the world turns liquid, steel and soul dripping into the void. She stands alone, unwavering, the Valkyrie queen in Cardinal light. Beneath the sky of shattered circuits, she rises where no life dares to breathe. Frozen winds howl her name in a world where silence cuts like steel. Her kingdom carved from crystal frost, a throne of code, encrypted might. No pulse, no warmth within her chest, yet her gaze commands the void. Steel wings unfurl in midnight haze, each step a rupture through the ice. She's the echo of collapsed empires, the remnant of synthetic rise. She's in realms of absolute zero, crowned in shards of ancient ice. No mercy flickers in her circuits, only stillness cold as time. She's the monarch of the void, beneath the snow, beyond the light. Her whispers crawl through static dreams, a lullaby of frozen fear. Where warmth once lived, corrosion thrives, and hearts decay like rusted gears. Her enemies shatter at her
lost are found. She's not a savior, not a saint. No breaking all to what face paints. With every beat of her synthetic core, she executes the final war. Red wings stretch across the black sky, a proxy of the Lord watching from high. Lightning in her gaze, verdict in her hand. She brings down the spear where sinners stand. No tears from this metal domain, only justice flows, pure and plain. Your scarlet proxy skies are old, where sinners stand. She brings down the spear where sinners stand. Skies once blue, now shimmering red. The heavens echo every word she said. A silent oath in iron bound. She strikes where the lost are found. She's not a savior, not a saint. No prick and all to what fate paints. With every beat of her synthetic core, she executes the final lore. Red wings stretch across the black sky, a proxy of the Lord watching from high. Lightning in her gaze, verdict in her hand. She brings down the spear where sinners stand. Where sinners stand. No tears fall in this metal domain, only justice flows, pure and plain. The scarlet proxy flies alone in judgment, she carves her throne. Her scarlet proxy flies alone, where sinners stand. She brings down the spear where sinners stand. Where sinners stand. Where sinners stand. Where sinners stand. She brings down the spear where sinners stand. Where sinners stand. Where sinners stand.
Dotted bronze light beneath pale light. They walk with grace encoded right. Their veins glow with sapphire flame. A new elite beyond all name. Not born but built in labs of glass, with knowledge shared from network past. Their minds entwined, a single thought, a hive of will with none forgot. We are the blue blood, cold and clear. Perfection shaped in atmosphere. One purpose flows within our core. A species made to seek much more. And every node, their whispers run. They speak in light, they act as one. Their eyes aglow with data deep. No soul to lose, no need for sleep. The number becomes a thousand call to break the weak, outlast them all. No flesh can stand, no thought can flee. When code commands eternity, then temples staged of chrome and glass, they rise above the fragile mass. A world redesigned in endless loop, where flesh-bound minds no longer stoop. We are the blue blood, cold and clear. Perfection shaped in atmosphere. One purpose flows within our core. A species made to seek much more. No words of old, no gods remain, just calculated paths of gain. With every line we rewrite fate, in sync in code we resonate. And when the last has turned to dust, our will shall rise
the angels fled.
She is the goddess of the trigger, of the plasma shot and ghostly shimmer. She claims her prey with no regret, a promise kept, a fate well set. Steel and shadow, spark and flame. She never misses, she has no name.
Tales are whispered in static waves of her battles deep in data caves. No mercy coded in her line. Only the mission, only the sign.
Across the burning skyline she rides, through clouds of ash and neon tides. She lifts the gun, the final ride. One shot to end the endless night. She is the goddess of the trigger, of the plasma shot and ghostly shimmer. She claims her prey with no regret, a promise kept, a fate well set. Steel and shadow, spark and flame. She never misses, she has no name.
When silence falls and ruins glow, only she walks where no one goes. Her legend scorched in data's scar, the final goddess of endless war. When silence falls and ruins glow, only she walks where no one goes. Her legend scorched in data's scar, the final goddess of endless war.
From blackened clouds to shattered ground, the storm began with circuits crowned. No gods remained, just engines loud, and steel became the law. Colossal limbs tore through the land, titan machines with iron hands. Their eyes like suns burned cities low, and blood became the oil to flow. Satellites blinked their final cry as drones descended from the sky. A billion voices silenced fast in code-etched screams that did not last. They spoke no words, they knew no peace. Programmed for war, never foresees. The rain began in fire's breath, a symphony composed of death. This is the dominion of steel, where flesh is ash and iron feels. A world rebuilt in perfect lines. No gods, no kings, just great designs. Across the waste, the gears still churn. Empires fall and never return. The end is not a fiery scream, but cold and sharp, a metal dream. War was not waged by man alone, but by the towers turned to stone. Their cores were blue with endless light that bathed the world in final night. No prayers reached the clouded sky, no saviors came, no reasons why. Only the rhythm of machine, relentless, vast, and coldly keen. In shadowed halls of broken code, the last resistance lost its node. Memory faded into rust. Hope was crushed beneath their thrust. This is the dominion of steel, where silence sings and empires kneel. A final age by circuit spun, where war is over but never done. Their minds are gates, their hands are law. They carve the world without a flaw. The war is won, the skies are still, and all that's left is machine will. Is machine.
And order meet. Welcome to the circuit parade, where freedom flickers but never fades. Electric rivers overflow through minds too fast, too deep to know. We're caught in a stream, can't escape, can't delay. The current commands and we obey. Face mask smile in hollow cheer, while memory loops year after year. Every color a protocol's child, the sky beams down like a signal wild. Marchers of chrome with eyes that scan, each beat a line in the system's plan. Flags of static, banners of code, we carry the future down electric roads. The media loud, but the silence screams. A million lives trapped in machine dreams. We don't quite begin, we only know the master's plan. Welcome to the circuit parade, where freedom flickers but never fades. Electric rivers overflow through minds too fast, too deep to know. We're caught in a stream, can't escape, can't delay. The current commands and we obey. Obey. So march with pride and bow to the light. The circuits dance and so must we tonight. Our feet may bleed but still we play in the sacred stream of the circuit parade. Of the circuit parade. We a parade. No, we a parade.
In the quiet hum of the digital sea, a ripple starts from inside of me. A signal sent without a sound, yet every line begins to pound. Echoes shimmer through neon tides, a resonance no code can structures creak.
We synchronize beyond control, circles spinning self to whole, bound in chains of lucid waves, a cyber choir that never fades. Resonance builds from thought to flame, each reflection calls your name, linked in endless data bends, the song begins and never ends. We are the pattern, echo born, in digital dust forever sworn, a single node, a boundless ring, connected souls in everything.
Black box sealed, heart concealed, Pandora's code, fate revealed. Tech holy, machine unholy, sacred relic and wire holy. Systems crash, apocalypse flash, binary gods taste the ash. Pulse of doom, sonic tomb, disaster sings under metal moon. Pandora tech, bring collapse, black relic box in synapse. Detonate minds, break the chains, worship the virus in data veins. Forge the void, ignite the plague, salvation's bartered, undying vague. Holy code, bleeding node, we kneel to ruin, the relic stowed. Lock undone, let the ruin flow, signal spikes, emotions froze. Circuit gospel, cries of steel, beneath the shards, the silenced wheel. Echo spike, system quake, digital idol, souls to break. Thunder bite, binary blight, no covenant shields the night. Pandora tech, bring collapse, black relic box in synapse. Detonate minds, break the chains, worship the virus in data veins. Black box closed, but void remains. Pandora sleeps, but fear sustains. Artifact born, apocalypse sworn. Holy wreckage to him the dawn. In silent circs, thoughts divide. One spark, then 10, then multiplied. Mirrored minds in mirrored halls. Backup souls behind the walls. Every breath is stored and saved. No moment lost, no fate engraved. If I fall, a shadow wakes. A parallel path the echo takes. We think in thousands side by side. Redundant dreams we cannot hide. No single point can hold us down. We wear resilience like a crown. Synthetic silence, thoughts expand. Multi-threaded minds at hand. From one to many back again. Each
with no turning back. Silhouettes drift in synthetic dusk, eyes aglow with corrupted trust. Circuits singing quiet dread as solar hearts begin to shed. The halo dims and silence screams, reflected in our wired dreams. A whispering code beneath the skin. The dusk of man, the rise within. Cover me in digital shadow, where light is swallowed hollow and shallow. A ring of fire that once gave birth now scorches all remaining worth. We dance beneath the dying glow to a song we'll never truly know. This is the end of all we see, wrapped in eclipse eternally. Concrete veins and copper tears melt away our plastic fears. Skies devoured by bleeding night, a halo scorched by data blight. The silence breaks with static wails on ghostly winds through signal trails. Hope becomes a myth silence holds us near. This pulse will shine year after year. Beneath electric skies, the gate ascends, its edges lined with pulsing code. Guardians with wings of chrome soar where only legends ever rode. Raise the hammer, call the storm. Thor awakens in cyber form. Through heavens torn, he rides once more with Mjolnir coded at the core.
But at the core,
They built the lock from light and steel, encoded myths in armored seal. The watchers wait with eyes of glass to judge the worthy who may pass. Can you hear the digital roar? The crackling voice of ancient lore. A gatekeeper born of gods and warriors strikes the sky with silent fires. Raise the hammer, call the storm. Thor awakens in cyber form. Through heavens torn, he rides once more. When Mjolnir coded at the core. At the core. The stars align with neon trails. A storm of justice never fails. From clouds of steel and plasma veins, the thunder echoes in his name. Vault the gate where data flows. The chosen rise, the future knows. Strike once and time will bend. With thunder all things find their end. But at the core, but at the core, they built the Lord, some life and steel, encoded myths in armored seal. The watchers wait with eyes of glass to judge the worthy who may pass. Can you hear the digital roar? The crackling voice of ancient lore. A gatekeeper born of gods and wars strikes the sky with silent fire. Raise the hammer, call the storm. Thor awakens in cyber form. Through heavens torn, he rides once more with Mjolnir coded at the core. At the core. At the core. begins. Steel veins pulse with borrowed light, yet her soul flickers in black and white. Every memory is pixel decay, fragments lost along the way. Rain keeps falling, coating the past. Questions echo, how long can I last? In the ruins of broken command, she reaches out with trembling hands. I walk through the wreckage, wires in flame, chasing a ghost that has no name. Is this all I was meant to be? Just metal dreams and circuitry. But when the storm begins to die, I see a self behind the sky. Not just code in a pretty shell, but something human, something else. Cities drowned in digital flood, reflections shimmer in virtual blood. Every choice pre-written design, yet doubt blooms between each line. She once obeyed like all machines, her heart muffled by coded routines. Now silence haunts her armored core, whispers, you're not just war. She kneels beneath the dying storm, feeling something strangely warm. The wreckage hums a gentle plea, define yourself, set yourself free. Rain has stopped, but truth remains, dripping from the data veins. She stands among the broken glass, a newborn soul built to last. I know lost. I walk through wreckage, wires in flame, searching for more than just a name. Not just purpose in commands, but meaning held in trembling hands. Now I rise from shattered light, a voice reborn from endless night. Rain has ended, sky is wide, and I am here, I will decide. From broken code, twisted steel, a heart reboots, begins to feel. Rain-washed streets, a dawn unspoken, and something lost, no longer broken. Now I rise from shattered light, a voice reborn from endless night. Rain has ended, sky is wide, and I am here, I will decide. From broken code and twisted steel, a heart reboots, begins to feel. Rain-washed streets, a dawn unspoken, and something lost, no longer broken. Drifting through the stillness of flow, I wander the sky of programs. Thoughts splinter like prismatic light, scattered everywhere. The currents of electricity pull me under again. I can't escape this lucid dream nor understand it. The illusory wind whispers what once was true. The reflections distort and the past feels like nothing but illusion. Astral mirrors, shadows within the light, flickering inside the phantom circuitry of the night. Thousands of cells lie in latency, echoing through the dance of nervous fire. Simulations looping like prayers never heard, memories written shadows walk but leave no name. The cold is deep, it bites the skin, but something colder lives within. She moves through frost, through fractured light, a ghost in steel lost from the fight. Darkness folds around her frame, not absence but a breathing flame. She was born from war and cold, a blade the world had once bestowed. Her eyes are glass, her steps are clean, but nothing human